Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. I will connect here. Might be a little loud. Turn it down if you're sensitive. And if it resonates, feel free to like or comment. If not, don't make it fit. Immediately, I was like, oh, you forgot to clear your energy. Which I'm going to roll with it. It is now, I'm seeing uh, turbulent energy and it's getting all mixed up. It's almost more of like a smoke kind of intertwining with each other, but it is, I feel it going into my third eye, like it is this real bipolar like swing of polarities. It is messing with our mind. Maybe we need to cleanse, maybe we need to ground, we need to get to a place where we clear our own mind. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of mixed messages, confusion, and uh, coming to mind is like emotions on roller coaster mode. Maybe we are empathic and we are picking up others' energies. And when this shit comes through, it is, I'm really angry, and then I'm like on cloud nine. You know, that is drastical swings. And when we're picking up that kind of energy or we're feeling that, wondering, are we taking ownership of it? Is it us? Are we trying to make it fit in our mind that, hey, maybe this is mine and I need some shit to work on? Or are we picking up on others? Have we fully got to a place to discern what is ours and what is not ours? Uh, that is always a challenge if we have, those abilities. Coming up with a practice or a, spiritual hygiene uh, repetition that works for you, because everybody does something different. And sure, we can look online and we can get ideas, but build it off of what's personal to you, and you'll feel it. You'll feel a different way when you know it's working because it's personal to you. We got Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Clearly, we need to, whether just in our daily waking experience, we're just having all this shit going on, whether personal thoughts, and we're getting uh, infiltration, if we will, into our mind, into our intuition, pulling and pushing. It was very drastic, and it was very drastic when I went with the idea of our emotions are on a roller coaster, extremely angry, rageful to cloud nine in like the blink of a second. What is going on here, and are we taking ownership of it? Coming to a place to cleanse, or how do I want to say this? I don't want to fully say meditating, but coming into a place of calmness or meditative like state and cleansing. Uh, Everybody meditates differently. I usually use frequencies. So, I'm out at that point. I'm not functionable to cleanse, So maybe just coming to a place of calmness where we can turn our mind off, which is difficult at times depending on who you are, uh, and cleansing, visualizing, using the elements if it's beneficial: earth, fire, water, air, wind if you want. There's a lot of different ways. And like I said, it all depends on what works for you. It is uh, not mandatory to follow a specific protocol. You'll feel it. The full reverse, stagnation. Uh, Maybe we need to do a home cleansing as well, or just our energy in general. It is, uh, you start to see more signs of this. Look back at your experiences. A lot of people journal. I feel like I should. I'm guilty. I don't. But I do take notes. It's just I don't take time to write all these things down. Maybe that would be beneficial to you. Writing down key experiences throughout your day, synchronicities, and putting the puzzle pieces together if you can't always remember, which sometimes we can't. Often think of dreams. Like, I'll have a dream. There's confirmation for the crow. Uh, I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's a really good one. Like, there's a lot of information in that. I'll remember. Yeah, a split second later, it's gone. I can't get a hold of it. You know, really grasping these things and holding on to them and mapping it out. It might not all make sense at the end of the day. Maybe at the end of the week, and we got 5 or 3 days worth of notes, and we put the puzzle pieces together, and it really comes together. Getting out of the stagnation and putting the messages together, because clearly there's a lot of things coming in, and whether it's just we're picking up on others' energies, or there's messages and there's false light messages, which if we're new to it, we think everybody there is to help, and they're not. Uh, I felt drawn to go off on one dream. It said to talk about this today, and I don't fully remember, but it had to do with uh, an influencer. Pay attention to obviously what we're consuming, but pay attention to influencers not influencing for your benefit, like influencing for their benefit. And if we really have an open mind and we dig deep and kind of look at their motives, and I'm not here to call everybody out. Not everybody is a problem. Here, I'm clearly doing something online. But when we just continuously fill us up with what we want to hear, when we're constantly stroking our egos, that's the material. And then we'll keep watching it because it feels good. But what does it do? It definitely keeps us in a place of stagnation because we're not doing anything with it. We are just, oh, I'm so great. Oh, I'm an earth angel. Oh, I'm so amazing. Oh, I'm so great. Oh, I defeated this. But what changed in our life? We're still in a place of hopium. We're still there waiting for something to come save us, a big check to come in the mail to make everything better. We are waiting to be rescued. And who's that benefiting? Well, the influencer is doing this to keep pulling you back in. We have this bond now. Oh, people love hearing this shit, so I'm going to keep putting it out there to pull people in. And it's benefiting my pocketbook or my attention or my numbers or whatever it may be. Is it benefiting you? Is it triggering you or giving you a motivation, triggering you to heal something, or is it motivating you a bit to finally step out and heal something or take a chance on something or go into your passion or your purpose or make a decision that we're too afraid to do because uh, I don't want to let go of this dependency on this item or this person or this system or whatever it may be. You know, are they propelling you and pushing you forward to succeed? We can look at these thoughts coming in, these intuitive hits, whether a false light or a good light. And it is a push and a pull. We have to discern. Is it keeping us in our safety zone? Or is it uh, hard love and kind of propelling us forward into something that is unknown and a bit scary? But is it going to be best for us? I think it was yesterday I did a message that focused on sure, we can look at everything, making decisions. This is on the face value. What is it going to give me? What does it look like here? And what's it going to make my external appear to everyone else as? But what's it actually going to do in here? And it has to do investing. Sure, we might spend money on things, and maybe it's a big purchase or something, or a big decision, or it's going to affect our pocketbook somehow. But what's it going to do in here? Am I investing in myself? Is whatever I'm doing going to invest in myself? Or is it going to keep me right here, stagnant, in hopium, in non movement, waiting to be rescued? I have to be my own hero. And that takes a lot of courage, depending on what it is. But, you know, going back to, it doesn't even have to be like intuitive energies or being an empath and picking up those energies. It could just be what we're viewing or what we're experiencing. And maybe we're we're watching a lot of stuff that really pulls us up, and then we see something that pulls us down. That can still be spiritual to an extent of trying to mess with messages. That's what the dream had to do with. Also, it went into feel how you feel when you're watching these things. Uh, my energy changes, my presentation changes when depends on the energy. And if you're watching something and you're getting a headache, or you're getting pain somewhere, or you're getting anxiety, pay attention to that. It might be for a good reason, and it might be for a bad reason. I just made a message on sentence. Okay, we have a feeling, that's a word. Let's put other words in there, make a sentence. Let's dive in and dissect of why we're feeling this way. Uh, it's also, where did that go? Come back. uh, no, it's gone. Anyway, sorry. It'll probably come back. Two of Pentacles, equilibrium. We need to balance things. We really do. It's mental clarity. We're pushing and pulling. Sometimes we have to go back to basics and say, okay, what is it I really want to accomplish in life? We can look at the big things that are physical, matter, material. We can look at the small things, material, matter. But then let's look inside. Let's look at our emotions. Where do we want to get to? And look at those emotions and see these materials. Are they going to get me to that emotion or not? We might think they are, but are they really going to get us there? Look at our emotions. What are we really trying to achieve emotionally? If we actually achieve those things and they're like big monumental uh, uh, challenges or triumphs to get to that place, all that other shit normally flows, into our life, or we don't even care about it anymore. When you think about manifesting in general, they always say you have to feel how you would feel if you'd already have it. Okay, so if I had that feeling, if I worked on that feeling, I don't need that anymore because I already feel that way. That's a backwards way of looking at it. I don't need it anymore. I don't desire it anymore because I already feel this way. And I'm not saying to do this to manifest it. I'm saying to do it for you, to do it in here. And when we search for that first, that shit naturally follows because we're already a vibrational match for it. And I'm not sure we can look at it doing it backwards that way if we want. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I'm more focus on you and here and what this is going to feel like and why you're doing it. When we can look at the material, like I started to say, and then look at those emotions. And obviously, everyone's place is different, how we're feeling. And there's a lot of shit going on. We are up and down. We are all over the place. Uh, like I said, it could be what we're watching, consuming, maybe what we want to hear, and intuitively we're picking up those hits. Uh, the roller coaster of emotions, and also maybe we have very strong empathic abilities, and we're picking up on energies that aren't ours. But I think the main focus here to get control of this, to get direction, to get clarity, is we got to clear a lot of shit out and uh, look at how you're doing your hygiene, your spiritual hygiene. Even just personal hygiene goes a long way. When we put an effort or I don't know what it's called. I do, but I don't know the word right now. When we put a purpose on an action, it carries weight. So just if you're in the shower taking a bath, it's like, I'm going to energetically cleanse myself here. If we don't have other means to do that, it doesn't have to be all these special spiritual herbs and smoke and rattles and shit. It can be what we put our intention is the word, intention. Four of Cups, apathy. Uh, just I don't care. Uh, we can definitely get into that place when there's so much going on that uh, we just kind of want to turn everything off, and we get into this place, you know. I don't know what to do. If we're looking at larger material decisions and there's a push and a pull between two, and we overprocess or we overthought about it, we overanalyzed it, it it takes the fun out of it. I don't know if I said that yesterday, but it was coming through some point yesterday of when we say we're excited about an option. Maybe we have the current life and we're thinking about doing something totally different and we're really excited about it. And then we start thinking about it too much and we start placing all these limitations from these fears that we have. And or maybe we talk to people and then they project that onto us and then we start thinking and we think so much about it and all the bad things that could happen. Well, we get to a place that it's, I don't even want to do anything anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. And then maybe we finally do and we're not excited anymore for it. That passion isn't there anymore because we knocked it down. We destroyed it with our own fears. And excuse me, that is a shitty situation because if we actually could remember and think back of how excited we were, and that would have been the driving force through it, and to our own demise or others, we have tainted it, and now it doesn't seem so great anymore. Maybe we need to clear up a lot of energy and get back to that place to be excited and happy again. And it is possible. We just got to get all this crap out of our way. One closing card here, Spirit, please. Fickle actions. Knight of Cups reversed. It's just we have to. That crow won't stop. Probably getting a lot of signs. And I think there's a push and a pull between the two. What is safe? Who is safe? What am I hearing? What am I consuming? What is coming my way that is for me, that isn't for me, that is giving me the direction that I need, or that is trying to alter me? There's a lot going on. And maybe we need to disconnect from certain things that are consuming our attention. We're changing our thoughts, our implementing. We can watch these things and we think they're whole messages for us, and it might be. But when we continuously watch them, it'll be pushing and pulling you in so many different directions, fucking with your mind. And I do think that some of it's there for a reason to mess with your mind. That is, throw you off your path. How could it not? Everything's supposed to be confusing to an extent because we have to figure out in here. We can't continuously be dumping all of our, what do I want to call it? All of our power into the hands of another to decide. We're here to live. Same thing with overly depending on our spirit team, however you want to look at it. They're here to guide and support us, coach, root us on. It is not to live our life. When we give that up, who are we? We're just no different than an NPC. We are just going through the motions like the people that would be asleep. What's the point then? What journey are we on? We are the leader of our own experience. And I think it's time to get back to that, to clear that energy, to really discern what is and what isn't. And when we don't know, what's really down here? Where's that emotion? What are those emotions we want to get to? That's where we go. I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe. And I will talk to you all later.